Okay, so let's proceed. So today we are going to tackle two modules. We have Module 6 and Module 7. Yung Module 6 naman po is napakadali lang. I-distinguish lang natin ano yung pagkakaiba nung rational function, rational equation, and rational inequality. And then doon sa Module 7, yan tayo magsosolve. Okay, so proceed tayo. So let us pray. Okay, itong prayer na to kasi ay medyo sira na, so wala na siyang sound. So pray tayo. Heavenly Father, we thank you, Panginoon, sa araw na ito. Salamat, Panginoon, sa buhay at kalakasan na patuloy yung binibigay sa bawat isa, Panginoon. Lord, give us the knowledge and wisdom, Panginoon, na kailangan namin, Panginoon, sa araw-araw. Nawa, Panginoon, kayo ang siyang manguna at gumabay sa bawat isa. Ilayin niyo po kami sa anumang uri ng kapahamakan, Panginoon. At kayo ang siyang maangat sa aming mga buhay, Panginoon. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, so attendance tayo. For your attendance, magsasend ako ng link ng attendance dito sa chat box. And then, kanya-kanya na lang kayo ng fill up. Yan. Kita nyo?
Pero po.
Okay. Fill up na lang kayo. Okay, so proceed tayo. Okay, so naaral nyo ba yung video lesson na sinend ko kanina as well as yung video lesson ng kahapon? Okay, so tingnan natin kung talagang naaral nyo yung lesson at the same time yung module kahapon. Okay, so sabihin nyo kung yung ang mga sumusunod ay polynomials or not a polynomial. Is this a polynomial function or not? F of x is equal to 3x squared plus 5x plus 2.
Polynomial po.
Okay, this one
Polynomial.
Okay, very good, Adrian. This one is a polynomial. Bakit kaya siya naging polynomial? No, baguhin ko yung tanong. Paano ba natin malalaman kung hindi polynomial ang isang expression? Yes, Benji.
Sir, may negative yung x squared, sir.
Yung ating exponent. What else? Ano pa? Paano natin malalaman na siya ay hindi polynomials bukod sa may negative ang ating exponent?
May decimals po.
May decimal ang alin po? Bosita.
Exponent po.
Alin?
Exponent.
Okay. So, kapag meron siyang decimal exponent, anong ibig sabihin nun? So, meron siyang fractional form na exponent. Ibig sabihin, pwedeng yung kanyang exponent ay may fraction. Diba? So, ang ating decimal at the same time ang ating fraction are inverses. Pwede silang magbaliktaran, di ba? Pwede silang i-derive into decimal or into fraction. So, another. So, una, we have negative exponent. Pangalawa, we have fractional form na exponent. Another. So, para masabi natin na siya ay hindi polynomials, kailangan wala siyang radical sign. Diba? Kailangan wala siyang radical sign. Okay, so this one, dahil wala naman siyang nilabag na rule sa pagiging isang polynomial, therefore, sabi nga kanina ni, yung sumagot, si Adrian, this one is a polynomial. So, very good naman yun. Next, so this one, we have f of x is equals to x raised to, nawala yung PowerPoint. Kita niya? Lumipat ba?
Hindi po.
Hindi po.
Na-out yata ako sa ano. Ayan. So we have f of x is equals to x raised to negative 2 minus 1. Is this a polynomial or not?
Not there.
Why not,
Not.
Elmer?
Negative
Elmer.
po yung exponent.
Okay, very good. So we have negative exponent. So this one is not a polynomial. Next, we have f of x is equals to negative 5x raised to 1 half minus 5x minus 1. Polynomial
Not,
or
sir.
not? Yes,
Not.
Adrian?
Not.
Okay, this is not
Not.
a polynomial. Bakit po?
Kasi negative 1 po. May negative 1.
Really? Dahil ba
Sure.
siya may negative 1?
Fraction po yung exponent.
Okay, dahil naka-fraction yung exponent. Tama si
Exponent.
Okay, so basta meron tayong fraction na exponent, tulad nito, 1 half yung ating exponent, then, that is not a polynomial. Okay? Pwede bang paki-open po yung mga camera? Wala akong makita eh. Yan. How about the others? Huwag mahiya sa mga face. Yan. Diba, hindi pa naka-uniform ha? Okay. So next, we have rational function or not. Sabihin nyo naman kung siya ba ay a rational function or not a rational function. This one, we have f of x is equals to 5 over x. Is this a rational function or not?
Sir.
Yes, Benji.
Rational.
Bakit po?
Kasi sir, hindi naman equal to 0 yung
Sir,
nasa
rational.
sa denominator, sir.
Okay, so this one is a rational. Kasi, paano ba natin masasabi na siya ay rational?
Denominator.
So, kailangan, pagka sinabi nating rational, kailangan naka-ratio siya. Ibig sabihin, meron tayong numerator and meron tayong denominator. So, both numerator and denominator are both polynomials. So, ibig sabihin, kapag both polynomials ang ating numerator and denominator, therefore, kailangan wala rin siyang lalabagin na rules sa pagiging isang polynomial. So, this one, yung 5 is a constant and then yung ating x sa baba, that is a linear. So, therefore, wala siyang nilabag na rules. So, therefore, that is a rational function. Okay? Next. Is this a rational function or not? F of x is equal to x cubed plus 2 all over 0.
But,
Why
Sir,
not?
po.
Elmer. Okay, so
Zero
pagka
po
ba
yung
tayo
denominator.
nagkaroon ng 0 na denominator, ano ang mangyayari?
undefined po.
Magkakaroon tayo undefined. Very good yan, Eric. So, kapag nagkaroon tayo undefined, so hindi natin alam kung ano yung magiging final answer niya, if that is a negative number, a positive number, or a 0. So, therefore, this one is not essential. So, hindi na siya wala to siyang sense. Hindi na natin malalaman kasi kung ano eh. So, bawal siyang magkaroon ng zero na denominator. Okay. So, tanong, sabi dito, during the start of school year, 2020 to 2021, student had to adjust and start managing their time in order to meet the deadlines for each subject areas. Now, my question is, how do you manage your time? Paano kayo nagmamanage ng time nyo para ma-meet nyo yung mga deadlines sa bawat subject areas nyo? So, hindi pa yata nakaka-adjust. Di ba meron man tayong mga schedule? So, every 50 minutes, meron tayong dalawang subject, di ba? Then, another 50 minutes, another subject. Then, recess, and then, 2 subject ulit na 50 minutes. Di ba ganun tayo? Okay, so, paano siya minamanage? Siguro iba-iba, di ba? Yung iba, kung kailan lang maisipang gawin. Uunahin lahat, buong linggo, pang GenMat. Isang araw. Ganun ginagawa ng iba. Meron kasi mga nagsasabi sa akin ganun. But then, so that is your time management. Now, so my question another question is, what's the importance of managing your time efficiently? Ano bang kahalagahan ng pagkakaroon ng time management?
Sir, hindi ka po nagra-rush.
Yes.
Sir.
Ha?
Hindi po nagra-rush ang mga ginagawa.
Okay, hindi nagra-rush. Ano pa pangiti yung iba? Hindi nagra-rush, pero nagra-rush pa din, di ba? Okay, so that is ang kahalagahan ng isa sa mga kahalagahan ng time management. Okay, so another is para alam natin kung ano yung para dito sa anong to, sa subject na to, di ba? And then sa susunod na subject, ito rin yung time niya. So, di ba, nagkakaroon tayo ng barrier para harangan natin kung ano yung pagitan ng bawat subject. Okay, so just like our lesson for today, yung module 6, kapag alam mo yung rules for this lesson lang, like doon sa 3 lesson natin, which is distinguishing rational function, equation, and inequality. Basta alam mo kung ano yung rules sa bawat isang yan, sa 3 yan, then, madidistinguish mo siya. Okay? So, ito, para lang to sa rational function. This one is para lang sa equation. And this one is para lang sa inequality. Okay, now, another question. Ano ba ang pagkakaiba pagka sinabi nating rational function, rational equation, or rational inequality? Napanood nyo na ba yung video? Nag-send ako ng 3 video sa classroom. The first one is distinguishing rational function, equation, and inequality. And then the second one ay solving rational equation. And then the third one is solving rational inequality. Walang nanood. Okay, so by the way, so pagka sinabi nating rational function, ito muna tayo, rational function. Ano yung palatandaan para masabi natin na siya ay rational function? Kapag rational, di ba, kailangan naka-ratio siya. Yes, Raya.
Sir, yung both denominator at saka numerator po, polynomial.
Okay, that is a rational. How about pag sinabi nating function? Ano ba yung palatandaan natin para masabi natin na siya ay function? Ano po? Function. Ano ba yung most commonly used? Function, notation. Ano yung most commonly used function notation? Okay. Kalimutan na. Tinuro ko yan doon sa video ko last week.
F of X po.
Yes, very good. Doon ka. So, meron tayong f of x. Diba? That is nasa point siya dapat na f of x. So, kailangan, yun, basta nakita natin siya na may f of x o kaya kahit anong letter na gagamitin natin as function notation, that is a function. Okay? So, halimbawa, gumamit tayo h of x o kaya b of a o kaya c of d. So, that is a function. Okay, so pagka pinagsama natin yan, ibig sabihin, kailangan may f of x siya, at the same time, meron tayong numerator and denominator na polynomials. Okay? Next, how about equation? Paano pagka sinabi natin equation? Anong palatandaan?
May greater than po, tapos less than.
Equation pa lang po. So, yung sinabi niya kanina, yung less than tsaka greater than, that is papasok sa inequality. How about equation? Uy, hindi rin nagbasa ng module. Okay, pagkasabi natin equation, nag-e-equate ka, yes? Jan Eric.
Naka-fraction po.
Naka-fraction. Equation. Pagkasabing equation.
Ano
Yes.
po?
Sure.
Have two mathematical expressions.
Okay, naka-mathematical expression or equation. Oh, ano nga pala tandaan natin para masabi na siya equation? Nag-e-equate. Ano ba ginagawa pagka ikaw ay nag-e-equate? Naka-equate yung isang expression. So, kailangan meron siyang
Equal sign, sir.
equal sign. That's it.
Equal signs
Yun
po.
lang yun. Opo. So, kailangan meron tayong equal sign. Pagka nakakita ka ng equal sign, that is a rational equation. Okay? Now, sir, di ba po yung rational function may equals din? Eh di ibig sabihin equation po siya. Yes po. Ang rational function ay isang uri po ng rational equation. Pero dahil siya ay function, inhiwalay na natin siya kasi meron siyang dalawang klase ng variable. Yung f of x, that is also equals to y, and then meron din siya minsang x. So, dalawa yung lagi niyang ginagamit na variable. Samantalang si equation naman, isa lang yung kanyang ginagamit na variable. Nakukuha po? Okay, sunod, inequality. Pagka sinabi natin inequality, sabi kanina ni Raya ba yan?
Apo.
Ito ay kailangan merong less than, merong greater than, kailangan meron din tayong less than or equal, greater than or equal. Even the not equal is also inequality. Okay?
Apo.
Okay, so that's it. Now, sabihin natin kung yung mga sumusunod is a kind of rational function, rational equation, or rational inequality. Number 1. Is this a rational function, equation, or inequality? Anyone?
Sir,
Yes.
inequality.
This one is a rational inequality.
Inequality.
Okay. Rational pa din siya, ha? Sir, wala naman pong over. Meron pong over yan. Anong over nito?
1.
1. Very good. So, 1 is a constant. Ibig sabihin, constant is a kind of polynomial function. So, therefore, this one is also a rational function. A rational inequality, rather. Next. This one, we have 1 over 8x is equals to 3x. Anyone?
Rational equation.
Rational equation.
Okay, bakit po rational equation?
May equal symbol po.
Okay, so may equal symbol. Yun lang po yun. Okay? This one is a rational equation. Next. This one, we have f of x is equal to the square root of 8x plus 3 all over x plus 2. Anyone?
Rational
How about
function.
wait
Sir,
lang po.
rational inequality.
Okay, so this one is a really?
Function.
Rational function.
Really?
Rational inequality.
Really?
Rational inequality.
Yung rational yung pang-una, sir. Ano ba yung rational? Yung una.
Function yung una.
Sir, rational function.
Okay, so this one is, okay, this one po is a function. Pero, not a rational. Rational ba yan?
Equation po.
So, mapapansin nyo yung ating numerator, meron siyang radical sign. So, ibig sabihin, hindi siya polynomial. So, ibig sabihin, kung hindi polynomial yung ating numerator, hindi siya magiging rational. Di ba? So, therefore, this one is a function but not a rational. So, ibig sabihin, wala siya sa pagpipilian. None of this. Nakuha?
Apo.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This one, h of x is equal to x minus 1 all over x plus 1.
Sir, rational function.
Okay, so this one is a rational function. Okay? So naka h of x. So sabi ko sa inyo, kahit anong gamitin na letter, okay lang. Next. We have x squared plus 2x minus 3 all over 6 is equal to 4x all over 2x minus 1.
Sir, equation.
So this one is
Equation,
a
sir.
rational equation. Okay? So this one is a rational equation. Kasi may equal siya. Yun lang yun. How about this one? We have y is equal to x squared plus 2x plus 4 all over x minus 8.
Function.
Function
So
po, sir.
y function.
Not equal to 0 yung denominator, sir.
Okay? Not equal to 0 in denominator. What else? Bakit
Rational
siya naging
equation.
function?
Tsaka,
Nasabi natin kanina,
To exponent.
para masabi natin na siya ay function, kailangan may f of x. May f of x po ba yan?
Wala.
Rational equation.
O, biglang nagbago. So, this one is a rational function pa din. Tama naman. Yung y po ay equals lang yan to f of x. Ginagawa lang nating f of x yung y para masabi natin na si y ay nakadepende sa magiging value ni x. Kasi si y is a dependent variable at si x ang independent variable. Nakukuha?
Yes po.
So this one is a rational function.
Opo, sir.
This one, we have x raised to negative 2 plus 2x minus 3 all over 6 less than or equal to 4x over 2x minus 1.
rational inequality.
Rational
Rational
inequality. Kasi may less.
Kasi may less than or equal. Okay, so dahil siya ay may less than or equal, inequality siya, yes po. Pero is this a rational?
Hindi po.
Hindi po. Bakit po?
Negative po yung exponent siya.
Okay, so may negative siya na exponent. So this one is an equality but not a rational. So therefore, wala pa rin sa pagpipilian. Nakukuha?
Po. Sir, okay po.
Okay. Next. We have negative 2x plus 1 all over x plus 4 greater than 1 over x.
Inequality.
This one is an inequality. Why?
Inequality.
Yan, Eric.
May greater than po.
May greater than.
Okay, so dahil meron siyang greater than. So this one is
Rational inequality.
okay, any question? Mahirap ba?
Sir, medyo, sir.
Mahirap pa din.
Sir, medyo nalilito lang, sir.
Okay, so pwede nyo naman balikan yung lesson natin, ha? Meron tayong video. Panoorin nyo kasi yung video. Sayang yung effort ng mga teachers na gumawa nun.
Sige po.
By the way, itong link nito, pwede ko rin ibigay sa inyo. Okay? So yung mga naka-record naman tayo, so pwede nyo balikan. Now, proceed tayo. We have the solving equation and inequalities. So rational to, solving rational equation and inequalities. Okay, so doon muna tayo sa solving rational equation. So sa solving rational equation, we are going to follow these steps. First, we are going to determine the least common denominator. So ito yung tinatawag natin na LCD. And then, after natin makuha yung LCD, we are going to multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD na nakuha natin. And then, number 3, we are going to solve the resulting equation. Kukuhanin na natin yung value ng x dito. And then, we are going to check each value by substituting into the original equation and reject any extraneous root. Ano kayo tatawag na extraneous root? So, dito daw mag-check tayo. Checking lang. Okay, yun. Nakuha natin na value ng x, isa-substitute natin doon sa original na equation. Late na. Siginto. Okay. So, that's it. Proceed tayo. First example. So let us find x in the equation 2 over x minus 3 over 2x is equals to 1 over 5. So this is our solution. So first step natin, let us find the LCD. So get all the factor of the denominator and see if there is a common factor. So lahat ng denominator natin, yung mga nasa babang part ng bawat fraction, yung x, yung 2x, tsaka yung 5, kukuhanin daw natin yung factor nun. So, yung unang denominator, ang factor niya x lang. Wala na siyang ibang factor. Okay? Sa second denominator natin, ang factor niyan is 2 times x. Di ba? And then, sa third denominator natin, we have 5. Wala na, 5 lang. Wala siyang ibang factor. Now, ano yung magiging common factor natin yan?
10
yung common.
Po.
Ano yung magkaparehas?
X.
Meron tayong
X po.
parehas na x sa denominator 1 at the same time sa denominator 2. Pagka meron po tayong common factor, imumultiply lang natin siya as 1. Ibig sabihin, kung dalawa yung x natin, isa lang yung x na itatimes natin. So, lahat yan pagtatimes natin lahat. So, para makuha natin LCD, we have 2 times 5 times x. So, meron tayo ngayon na 10x. Yun yung ating magiging LCD. Nakukuha? Next.
Apo.
Okay, so after natin makuha yung LCD, we are going to multiply both sides of the equation by LCD. So dahil tatlo yung ating term, tatlo yung ating pagtatimesa ng ating LCD. So, and then we are going to solve the resulting equation. So, proceed tayo. So, from the original equation, we have 2 times 2 over x minus 3 over 2x is equal to 1 over 5. Multiply natin sa LCD, which is 10x. And then, yung 10x, i-multiply natin sa lahat ng term yan. Meron tayong tatlong term. So, multiply natin lahat. Ayan. So, we have 2 over x times 10 and minus 3 over 2x times 10x is equal to 1 over 5 times 10x. So, ang kalalabasan natin, so, cancellation method lang tayo. Doon sa unang term, cancel na lang natin si x. So, 20 yung natira natin, 2 times 10. Sa second term natin, cancel natin ay, alin? Yung x pa din. And then, bawasan natin ng, divide natin by 2, pareha si 10 tsaka si 2. So, 5 na lang yung natira sa kanya, times 3. So, we have 15. And then sa third term, we have 1 over 5 times 10x. So, divide natin sila both both numerator and denominator by 5. So, ang kinalabasan na lang, we have 2x. Nakuha? Next, so, pagsamahin natin ngayon yung common term, which is yung constant. So, 20 minus 15, we have 5. So, divide natin both sides sila by 2 para mawala yung 2 sa tabi ni x. And then, ang kakalabasan natin is x is equal to 5 over 2. So, ito yung ating magiging value ng x. Okay? Next. So, let us find the checking. Solve natin yung checking. So, paano tayo mag-check? Ang gagawin lang natin, magsa-substitute tayo nung nakuha natin na value ng x sa original equation. So, from the original equation, i-substitute natin sa lahat ng x yung ating nakuha na value, which is 5 over 2. So, ganito yung kalalabasan. Choppy ba? Hello?
Okay lang po, sir.
Okay.
Sir, okay lang po. Maliwanag naman po, sir.
Okay. Kami nag-chat, sabi, choppy daw. By the way, baka sa internet yan. Normal lang yan. Wala, tayo ay nasa isang bansa na pangit ang internet. By the way,
Yung maliwanag.
so we have this one. Na-substitute na natin yung 5 over 2 sa lahat ng x. So, anong gagawin natin? So, i-solve natin. So, si 2 over 5 over 2, ang gawin natin, instead na i-divide natin siya para mas madali, kuhanin natin yung kanyang reciprocal. I-multiplicative inverse natin siya. So, instead the division, magiging multiplication siya, and then yung denominator, yung nasa baba, babalik ta rin lang natin. So, magiging 2 times 2 over 5. Okay, binaliktad natin. And then doon sa baba naman ng 3, pinag-multiply natin. So 2 times 5 is equal to 10. Divide 2, we have 5. So kaya nagkaroon tayo ng minus 3 over 5. Okay? Proceed tayo. So ang kalalabasan ng 2 times 2 over 5 is 4 over 5. Minus 3 over 5 is equal to 1 over 5. And then, pag minusin natin sila, so ang kalalabasan is 1 over 5 is equal to 1 over 5. So, yung ating equation ay nag-balance. Yung left side and the right side. So, ibig sabihin, kapag nag-balance siya, ibig sabihin, tama yung ating nakuha na final answer. Okay? Question. Okay, proceed tayo. So we have find x in the equation 2 over x squared minus 1 minus 1 over x minus 1 is equal to 1/2. So first step natin, we have find the LCD. Okay, so ganun ulit. Kukuhanin natin yung factor ng lahat ng ating denominator. And then, hahanapin natin kung meron silang common factor. So, sa first denominator natin, we have x squared minus 1. Ang factor niyan is x minus 1, x plus 1. Okay? So, pagka yung x minus 1 tsaka x plus 1 pinag-FOIL method natin, ang kalalabasan, yung pa ding denominator na x squared minus 1. Okay? Next. Denominator 2 natin, wala na siya ibang factor. That is x minus 1 lang. Okay? And then, ang ating denominator 2, 3 rather, we have 2 lang. Wala na siyang ibang factor. Okay? So now, ano yung common factor natin?
X minus 1.
What? Minus 1.
Okay, x minus 1. So yung x minus 1, i-multiply lang natin siya as 1. So ang mangyayari, we have 2 times x minus 1 times x plus 1. Ito yung ating magiging LCD. Okay? Okay, proceed tayo. So let us multiply the LCD to both sides of the equation. Okay, so this one. So from the original equation, 2 over x squared minus 1 minus 1 over x minus 1 is equal to 1/2. Multiply natin ng LCD, which is 2 times x minus 1 times x plus 1. And then, i-multiply natin yung LCD sa lahat ng term. Sa first term, second term, and third term. Ito yung kalalabasan. So, we have 2 over x squared minus 1. Pagka minultiply natin yung LCD, kakansilan na natin yung x minus 1 tsaka x plus 1. Kasi, equals lang sila. Di ba? Baliktaran lang yan. Naka-factor and then naka-perfect. Naka-ano na siya. Pagka Pinoil method natin yon, ang kalalabasan is x squared minus 1. So, cancel na. Anong natira? So, 2 times 2 na lang. Sa second term naman, pagka minultiply natin siya to the LCD, so makakancel natin yung x minus 1. Yung x minus 1, tsaka yung x minus 1, cancel natin. So, ang matitira na lang is 1 times 2 times x minus, plus 1. Sunod. Third term natin, yung 1/2. I-multiply natin dito. Cancel na yung dalawang 2. And then, ang matitira na lang, we have 1 times x minus 1, x plus 1. Okay? And then, proceed tayo. So, 2 times 2 is equals to 4. And then, yung sa second term na ng mga natira natin, so we have, multiply natin yung 2 to the terms inside the parenthesis. So, we have 2x minus 2. So, negative 2 pala yung ating itinimes. And then, using FOIL method, kapag sinolve natin sa x minus 1 times x plus 1, ang kalalabasan is x squared minus 1. Okay? And then, ilipat na natin siya lahat sa kabila ng equals. Wala nang tayong matitira sa right. So, ito na yung magiging kakalabasan. So, we have x squared plus 2x minus 1 minus 4 plus 2. So, equals to 0. And then, pag samasamahin natin yung ating mga common term, which is yung mga constant, which is negative 1, negative 4, and 2. So, solve natin yan. Anong kalalabasan? So, meron tayong matitira na negative 3. Okay, so meron tayo ngayon na quadratic equation. Diba? Since meron tayong quadratic equation, ibig sabihin, meron tayong magiging dalawang value ng x. So, kuhanin natin yung kanyang factor. Ang factor niyan is x plus 3 times x minus 1. And then, ano yung magiging value natin ng x? So, una natin, sa x plus 1 equals to 0. So, magkakaroon tayo ng x is equals to negative 3. Sa pangalawa naman, sa x minus 1 equals to 0. So, ang kalalabasan natin, magiging value ng x is equals to 1. Nakuha? Next, check tayo. Pagka may tanong, magtanong ha. Huwag mahiya magtanong. Okay, check each value by substituting into the original equation. So, yung dalawa natin nakuha, yung negative 3, at saka yung positive 1, isa-substitute natin siya dito. Okay? Yan. Okay, proceed tayo. Doon muna tayo sa una, sa negative 3. So, from the original formula, original equation, i-substitute natin sa lahat ng x yung ating nakuha na negative 3. So, ito yung kalalabasan. So, we have 2 over negative 3 raised to 2 minus 1 minus 1 over negative 1 minus 1 is equals to 1/2. And then, so ito na po yung kalalabasan, yung ating denominator sa unang term. So we have negative 3 squared is 9. So minus 1, so 8 na lang yung ating denominator doon. Sa pangalawa naman, we have negative 3 minus 1. Ang natira is negative 4. Okay? Sa sunod, proceed tayo. So, from minus negative 1/4, so naging positive na siya. Kasi negative times negative is positive. And then, pagka pinag-add natin siya, ang kalalabasan, we have 4 over x is equals to 1/2. Kapag nilowest term natin si 4 over 8, that is also equals to 1/4. So therefore, 1/2 rather. So therefore, 1/2 is equals to 1/2. So both sides of the equation are equals. So ibig sabihin, tama yung una nating value ng x na nakuha. Okay? Pangalawa po, doon tayo sa positive 1. So from the original equation, i-substitute natin yung 1 sa lahat ng x. So ito po yung kalalabasan. Now, kung mapapansin nyo yung ating mga denominator, so 1 lang yung sinubstitute natin. So 1 raised to 2 is equals to okay, may nagtanong, bakit daw po naging 4 over 8? Bago po tayo balik tayo dito. Bakit daw po naging 4 over 8 to? Okay, bago tayo mag-add ng fraction, kailangan parehas yung ating magiging denominator. So, 8 tsaka 4. So, kailangan kuhanin natin yung LCD niyan. Common denominator. So, 8. So, 8 times, okay, wait. Ayun, 8 divide 8 is equals to 1 times 2 is equals to 2. So, meron tayong 2 sa taas. And then, 8 divide 4 is equals to 2 times 1 is equals to 2. So, 2 plus 2 is equals to 4. So, meron na tayong 4 over 8. Copy lang natin yung common na denominator. Okay? So, pagka nilowest term, they are both divisible by 4. Divide natin both numerator and denominator by 4. So, ang kalalabasan is 1/2 pa din. So, dito, substitute natin. Okay. So, mapapansin nyo, 1 squared is equals to 1. Minus 1 is equals to 0. Di ba? So, meron tayong 0 na denominator. Even yung sa pangalawang term, 1 minus 1. So, ang ating denominator is 0 pa din. So, pagka meron tayong 0 na denominator, magkakaroon tayo ng undefined. Okay? So, magkakaroon tayo ng undefined. So, pagka nagkaroon tayo ng undefined, ibig sabihin, siya na yung tinatawag natin na extraneous root. Ibig sabihin, siya yung nakuha na value ng x na hindi na siya essential, hindi na siya importante. Okay? So, basta nagkaroon tayo ng undefined agad dyan na isang term or dalawang term, that is considered extraneous root. Hindi na siya importante. Hindi nga natin alam kung ano talagang value ng undefined. Hindi natin alam kung siya ay positive, negative, or 0. Nakuha? Okay. Proceed tayo. Okay. So, this is the step in solving rational inequality. So, first, we are going to write the inequalities with a single rational expression. So, kailangan magkaroon lang tayo ng isang term or rational expression on the left hand. Ibig sabihin, kung meron tayo nasa right, ta-transpose natin siya sa kabila, then isasama natin. And 0 on the right hand. So, kailangan wala na tayong matira doon sa right hand ng ating inequalities. So, second, we are going to find the critical value by setting both the numerator and denominator is equal to 0. So, hahanapin daw natin yung mga tinatawag natin na critical value. Ano ba yung critical value? Yung critical value, ito yung, pagkasabing critical, yung nasa pagitan ng dalawang set ng number. Okay, yung pinakaharang. And then, use the critical value to separate the line number into interval. So, yung nakuha natin critical value, gagamitin natin siya sa separate ng isang line number. So, halimbawa, nasa gitna, yun yung ating critical value. So, meron na tayong dalawang interval. Nahati na siya sa dalawang interval. And then, construct a table of sign using selected test point. And then, express your answer in a set notation. Okay, proceed tayo. Isang example lang po. Okay, example number 1, let us find the solution set for the given inequality, which is 3 over x minus 2 less than or equal to 1 over x. Okay, so proceed tayo sa solution. First step natin, write the inequality with a single rational expression. So, kailangan isa lang yung magiging expression. So, from this original inequality, ilipat natin si 1 over x sa kabila ng equals. So, from positive magiging equals ng inequality symbol. So, from positive magiging negative siya. Nag-transpose lang tayo. Okay? Sunod. So, dito, kailangan maging isang term lang siya, sabi. Single rational expression. So, pagsasamahin natin ngayon, kukuhanin natin yung kanilang common denominator. Anong common denominator ng dalawang term na yan? So, we have x minus 2 tsaka x. So, yun na yun. Yun na din yun. Ha? So, we have x times x minus 2. So, x times x minus 2 divide x minus 2. So, cancel natin yung x minus 2. Natira ay x. So, kaya nagkaroon tayo ng 3x kasi tinimes natin siya sa 3. Okay? Sunod. X times x minus 2 divide natin si x. So, cancel na si x. Natira na lang si x minus 2. And then, times natin kay 1, walang mangyayari. And then, ang natira na lang natin is x minus 2. Okay? So, less than or equal to 0. Sunod. So dito, meron tayo negative sign sa labas ng parenthesis. So distribute natin yung negative inside the two terms sa loob ng parenthesis. So negative times x, we have negative x. And then x times negative 2. Negative 2. So, meron tayong positive 2. Okay? So, pagsamahin natin ngayon si 3x tsaka si negative x. So, meron na lang tayo na 2x plus 2 over x times x minus 2 less than or equal to 0. Okay? So, eto na yung magiging resulting inequality natin. Ito yung naging resulting inequality. Okay, sunod. So, second step natin, we have, let us find the critical value. So, sa critical value natin, nahanap tayo nung pagitan ng bawat interval. So, dahil ang hinahanap kasi natin dito ay yung set of numbers kasi nga inequality eh. Unlike doon sa equation, ang hinahanap natin, saktong number. Halimbawa, isa lang yung sagot na value ng x or dalawa lang yung sakto na sagot sa x. Dito sa inequality, ang hinahanap natin is the set of numbers na pwedeng maging value ni x. Okay? So ngayon, yung bawat set of numbers na yon, meron siyang tinatawag na pagitan. That is the critical value. Okay, paano natin siya kukuhanin? So simple lang. Isaset lang natin yung both numerator and denominator equal to 0. So from the resulting inequality, so kuhanin natin yung numerator, denominator, and yan. So sa numerator natin, we have 2x plus 2. Okay, doon naman sa ating denominator, numerator yung una, denominator itong pangalawa, nasa baba, dalawa yung ating factor, which is x minus 2 saka x. Inequals lang natin lahat siya to 0. Okay? Sunod. So, transpose natin sa kabila ng equals. So, nakuha na natin sa denominator, x natin is equal to 2, and then x is equal to 0. Ito na yung dalawa natin na critical value. And then, dito naman sa numerator, so, divide natin both side by 2. Ang kalalabasan, we have negative 1. So, meron tayong tatlo na critical value. We have negative 1, 2, and 0. Nakukuha? Nakakasunod pa? Okay, sunod. From the critical value, hahatiin natin ang isang line number or number line doon sa ating mga, kung saan siya nag-fall, doon sa ating mga critical value. So, ito yung kalalabasan. So, negative 1. So, from the left, negative numbers, gitna 0. And then, to the right, that is a positive number. So, nag-fall si negative 1 dito. Ito si 0. Ito naman si 2. Okay? Sir, bakit po ito may, shade? Bakit po ito, tsaka ito walang shade? Okay, simple lang. Yung mga number na yan na nakuha natin to as critical value, i-substitute natin isa-isa dito sa ating mga to. Kapag nakuha nyo is negative, kapag nakuha nyo dyan is undefined, nakakuha kayo ng undefined dyan, consider siya ay hindi included. Hindi siya shaded. Walang shade. Empty. Hollow circle. And then, kapag naman nakuha natin is nagkaroon tayo ng numbers dito, whole number, or kaya dito, at napatunayan natin na they are less than or equal, yung nasa unang term, mas maliit talaga to, so that is included. Okay? Okay. Pagka ito, nakita nyo naman, wala siyang or equal. Pagka nakita nyo walang or equal, automatic lahat to hollow circle. Wala siyang shaded kahit isa. Nakuha? Automatic na yan, ha? Next. So, ito na yung magiging mga intervals natin. So, x is less than or equal to -1. So, ibig sabihin, from -1 going to negative infinity, that is the first interval. The second interval is mula kay -1, included si -1, to 0. Second interval is from 0 to 2. And then the third interval is from 2 going to the positive infinity. So, meron tayong 4 na interval. Okay. Now, gagawa tayo ngayon ng table of sign using the selected test point. So, isulat lang natin yung ating mga interval. Yung test point po, pipili lang tayo ng number na napapasok doon sa ating interval. Halimbawa, we have x less than or equal to -1. So, ibig sabihin, mula kay -1 going to the negative infinity, pumili ka ng isang number. So, para pare-parehas tayo, ang piliin na natin yung susunod agad na number. Anong susunod na number kay -1? That is -2. Okay? Dito naman, -1 to 0. So, we have, nasa pagitan niya is 1/2. -1/2 pala. Okay, next. From 0 to 2. So, piliin natin si 2. And then, 2 going to the positive infinity, that is, pwede natin piliin si x is equal to 3. Okay? Now, doon sa ating resulting inequality, lahat ng term dyan, o lahat ng factor, isa-substitute natin yung mga x. Unang factor muna natin, yung nasa numerator, that is 2x plus 2. Di ba? Now, i-substitute natin lahat yung test point natin. Lahat yung test point natin, i-substitute natin isa-isa dito kay x. So, -2 times 2, we have -4, di ba? Plus 2, we have -2. So, dahil -2, dahil ito ay tinatawag natin na table of sign, ang ilalagay lang natin dyan is a negative sign. Negative kasi naging kinalabasan. Nakuha? How about -1/2 times 2? So, we have 1. -1 plus 2. So, meron tayong positive. Sunod, 1 substitute natin. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 2 is equal to +4. So, positive. 3 times 2 equal to 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. So, meron tayong positive. Nakukuha to? Okay. Sunod, second factor natin, doon tayo sa denominator. Yung x muna. So, dahil x lang yan, isa-substitute natin isa-isa. Kung ano yung number na yan, yun na din yung magiging symbol niya. O sign niya. So, we have negative. Ito naman, negative din. This one is positive. And then this one is a positive. Okay? Next, yung last na factor natin, we have x minus 2. So, x minus 2, substitute natin yung mga test point natin. So, -2 minus -2, we have -4, so negative. -1/2 minus 2, so we have -2.5. So, negative pa din. Sunod, 1 minus 2, so we have negative pa din. And then 3 minus 2, we have positive. Nakakasunod? Okay, now, after natin makuha yung lahat ng sign ng bawat interval, kuhanin natin ngayon yung sa mismong resulting inequality natin. yung resulting inequality. So, paano gagawin natin? So, una natin yung ating denominator muna. Pagta-timesin natin. So, ito. Saka ito. Yung sign. And then, i-divide natin yung ating numerator. So, this one. Negative times negative is positive. So, negative times positive is equal to negative. Sunod. Negative times negative is positive. So, positive times positive is positive. Sunod. Okay, so we have negative times positive is negative. So, positive times negative is negative. And then, so dahil lahat yan ay positive, so positive yung ating magiging sagot. Now, ang hinahanap natin dito is yung number, yung solution set ha. Yung hinahanap natin na solution set is, o set solution, or is lahat ng number which is less than or equal to 0. Okay, ano ba yung mga number less than or equal to 0? Ito yung mga negative number, tama ba? Mga negative number. So, yung mga negative number, ibig sabihin, yung mga nakuha natin na negative, iyon yung magiging solution set natin. So, ito yon. Yan. Saka ito. Okay? So, therefore, ang solution set natin is x less than or equal to negative 1 and x greater than 0 but less than 2. Okay? So, sa last na ano natin, so mapapansin nyo yung ating itong ating number line, kumapal siya, pinakapal natin. Kasi they are the solution set. Okay? So, express natin using set notation. So, therefore, the solution set of the inequality is open and close interval, negative infinity to negative 1. So, naka-union siya sa open interval 0 to 2. So, or using interval notation, so this is our interval notation, x such that x is less than or equal to negative 1 or x is greater than 0 but less than 2. Okay, so either of the two interval na gagamitin natin, solution set, pwede siya maging final answer. Okay? Question po. Wala na po? Okay, so I think gutom na kayo. Pasensya na nag-overtime tayo. So kung meron pa mga question, pwede nyo akong i-chat. At the same time, pwede nyo balikan yung ating lesson, yung ating video lesson na sinend ko sa inyo. Or hingin nyo tong link na to. Itong record, itong ating Google Meet. Pwede nyo siyang balikan. Okay, so thank you for listening. Have a good day. Enjoy your life.
Thank you po, sir. Thank you po. Stay safe po.
Thank you, sir.
Bye po.
Thank you. Thank you po, sir.
Okay po.